Michael Knowles got a message for Garland. Before we get into this video, make sure you hit like, share my videos, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Also, make sure that your notifications are on and they're set to all. Now, let's get into this. But first, quick commercial break. Now, if you're still considering whether to invest in gold or silver, we have some news. Noble Gold, one of the sponsors of our show, has just been picked by Consumer Affairs, the rating agency, as the overall #1 IRA gold company in the US, beating 17 others to the spot. Now, this doesn't happen by accident. It happens because they're true professionals who knows what they're doing, tells their clients what they can and cannot do to maximize their returns and their minimum losses. They're that rarity in today's financial environment. You know, things like honest, caring, and reliable. We've known them for a while now, and we know that the team treats their customers just like family. And by the way, they're giving away a beautiful 1/10 ounce gold American Eagle proof coin with every qualifying IRA or 401k rollover this month. You can't go wrong with Noble Gold. All you got to do is call the team at 1-877-646-5347 to find out more, or you can simply visit noblegoldinvestments.com. Now, let's get to this video. What's going on, America? Kevin from Kevin's Corner. So we are still on this topic of what took place at Mar-a-Lago with Trump and the FBI and the DOJ and stuff. And finally they came out and, came to the mic, and Garland with his little squeaky voice. And I guess he wanted to sound tough and things. Why are all the people in the Biden administration softcores, first of all? Biden's voice, hey, Mr. President, wake up. He got a weak voice. Garland got a weak voice. Mucus got a weak voice. And here he comes out here trying to tell us what took place. And he's like, yo, I'm the one that did it, okay? If anybody want to know, tell him I did it. And another message, y'all ain't going to be disrespecting the FBI and the DOJ. So, since he feels that way, let's see how Michael Knowles feels about it, and then maybe I'll tell y'all how I feel about it as well. Let's get it.
Yesterday, one day after the shocking FBI raid on Mar-a-Lago, Joe Biden's Attorney General Merrick Garland has come forward to take responsibility for the unprecedented attack on the former president, who just so happens to be Biden's chief political rival in 2024.
Just now, the Justice Department has filed a motion in the Southern District of Florida to unseal a search warrant and property receipt relating to a court-approved search that the FBI conducted earlier this week. That search was of premises located in Florida belonging to the former president. Faithful adherence to the rule of law is the bedrock principle of the Justice Department and of our democracy.
Now, I'm a little concerned about that. Because, see, I saw a whole bunch of people protesting outside of all of those Supreme Court justices' cribs and intimidating them. And yet, no FBI agents showed up to sweep them away and drag them off. I've seen people burning cars, breaking windows, dancing on top of police cars, trying to burn down federal buildings, and no feds showed up. I've seen big behind Ray Epps standing out there on January 6th for 2 days straight talking about, we got to go into the Capitol. And he was removed from that FBI list. Where's the rule of law when it comes down to that? I'm a little concerned. It doesn't appear that that's your main priority. It appears that maybe that is the rule of law that benefits you guys and allow y'all to abuse your power and do whatever you want to have your way. Okay, but let's continue hearing from weak voice.
Upholding the rule of law means applying the law evenly, without fear or favor. Under my watch, that is precisely what the Justice Department is doing. Federal law, long-standing department rules, and our ethical obligations prevent me from providing further details as to the basis of the search at this time.
Well, now we're going to have to check his work. Michael Knowles is going to have to evaluate that statement when he's talking about we apply the rule of law equally and I'm committed to it and all of that stuff. See, now we got to go back and get some evidence. We got to line it up and see if he's telling the truth or not. And I'm a little concerned because I got a feeling there's some receipts out there that he didn't account for.
There are, however, certain points I want you to know.
Okay.
First, I personally approved the decision to seek a search warrant in this matter.
Tough guy.
Let me address recent unfounded attacks on the professionalism of the FBI and Justice Department agents and prosecutors.
Okay.
I will not stand by silently when their integrity is unfairly attacked.
Merrick Garland will not stand by silently while the integrity of the FBI and DOJ leadership is unfairly attacked. How about when it's fairly attacked? Unfair? Unfounded? Just to be clear, we're talking about the same DOJ and FBI that conspired with the Democrats Democrats and fabricated evidence that Trump had colluded with the Russians in order to spy on the Trump campaign. Then later launched a years-long $32 million special counsel investigation, also based on nothing. To undermine the Trump administration after Trump entered office. And then 2 days ago, sent jackbooted thugs to raid the home of the current president's predecessor and chief rival, ostensibly to enforce a law that many other presidents and even presidential candidates, such as Hillary Clinton, more egregiously have violated without consequence.
But yet, quivering voice Merrick Garland right there, he doesn't understand why we feel some kind of way. All of these feelings about what the FBI did and the DOJ is doing are unfounded. They just came out of nowhere, see? All right? We have no reason, no motive, no evidence, no history, no receipts. None of that stuff make us feel like we can't trust these people. Any thought that they might be doing something evil or corrupt is just ludicrous. Okay, we have no history. We have no examples. We're just saying that just because we like Trump, okay, we feel like what y'all did is bad and we got something to say about it. We don't have no reason to feel some kind of way. And we've been watching y'all do this mess for years. And yet he says, unfounded, I won't stand by. Well, Michael Knowles is going to go ahead and have to show those receipts more than what he already showed.
That's the DOJ. That's the FBI that we're not allowed to criticize, according to Merrick Garland. Merrick Garland, the jilted former federal judge who is now exacting revenge on his political enemies because cocaine Mitch McConnell and the Republicans denied him his dream job on the Supreme Court.
And I'm glad they did. Because based on this bias that we're seeing right now and this heavy hand against Trump supporters, against parents who don't want their kids being taught critical race theory, against any pro-American patriot organization, church organization, whatever. These folks have targeted certain groups of people. They're not treating them fairly. They've made it very clear that they want to go heavy on conservatives. Also, that dang on IRS, 87,000 new IRS people, I'm really concerned. In this man's hands, when this guy right here was supposed to be non-biased and I'm just going to implement the law equally and stuff like that, even though I have no examples of me doing that thus far. But I'm mad at y'all because y'all feel some kind of way about what just took place.
How dare you attack my integrity? I'm not going to attack Merrick Garland's integrity.
No, don't do it, Michael.
Or the integrity of the DOJ and FBI leadership, because that would imply that they have any integrity to attack, and they do not. They have, for years now, revealed themselves to be political hacks, whose job it is to destroy Republicans and to let Democrat criminals, such as Hillary Clinton, such as Hunter Biden, we could be here all day if we kept listing the names, to let them off the hook for committing more serious crimes than any of the crimes that they even accuse the Republicans of. In the case of Trump, they have revealed themselves as the boy who cried wolf.
Oh, Michael, tell them how you really feel, man, because I feel the same way. Okay, see, now, what he's basically saying is you guys haven't earned our respect. In fact, you have lost our respect. You've lost our trust, and I don't know if you can ever get it back. All of those examples that Michael Knowles just used were them crying wolf. Trump's a Russian agent. Trump committed treason. Trump stole this. Trump did that. Trump had hookers pee on him. All of that have panned out to be lies, and it fell flat. At what point do we stop believing you? At what point do we suspend our common sense and say, well, you know what? If they're telling us this, they have to have some basis, even though everything they've told us for the last 4 years turned out flat and it seemed to be a lie. But I'm going to continue believing them. I'm going to go ahead and continue trusting them. I'm not going to question their integrity or their motive, even though they've been caught lying all of these times. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to compromise my common sense. So yes, I'm going to criticize the FBI and the DOJ and several other departments, especially if it's warranted and I have evidence. We're not like dang on Democrat voters where we just jump out there and be like, you know what, Trump committed all of these crimes and stuff. And they ask you a simple question like what? And you go, I don't want to talk no more. You know, our rights are being rolled back. Like which ones? Well, all of them. Can you give me one specific? No, you know what? You're a fascist. We're not like that. We're not complaining for nothing. We're complaining because of everything Michael Knowles just was talking about, along with several other of my videos that highlighted the differences. That is the evidence and reason why we have a problem. Let's finish.
Accusing Trump of all sorts of nonsense, from the fake dossier about the alleged hooker urine tape. You remember that one? That was a doozy. To all the other vague claims of bribes and blackmail and collusion without ever once producing the goods. No evidence whatsoever, just all sorts of insinuation. These people, Merrick Garland in particular, should be ashamed of what they have done to the rule of law in the United States. And as far as I'm concerned, unless the FBI found severed heads in a freezer at Mar-a-Lago, nothing could justify this raid, which, unlike Donald Trump, poses a genuine threat to our democracy.
Woo! Miguel! Did y'all hear him? That man broke that mess down. And that's how I feel. We've heard y'all pop trash, throw accusations out there, go after Trump over everything that you could throw at him. And he's been Teflon. He's been sliding off of that mess. All of the accusations, the wiretapping, the colluding with everybody except evidence. Y'all didn't collude with no real evidence because the evidence showed that y'all should have never went after him over some Russia collusion mess when y'all knew that it was Hillary Clinton that put that mess together. And y'all did it anyway. But we're supposed to now trust that you guys have repented and you're doing things on the up and up. But it just doesn't seem that way. And now it's very, very hard for us to believe or trust you or believe there's some credibility. I was talking to a police officer the other day. He's retired. Shout out to him. Tell him what's up. All right, I'm saying what's up. But he retired. And he was talking about how they're shocked. The FBI lost all respect. I mean, they are simply a strong arm of the Democrat Party. And local officers, and I'm sure many FBI agents that are not at the top, they're saying the same thing. Like, man, I didn't join this organization to be an extension of the Democrat Party and to target parents and conservatives and going after everybody but the real criminals. Ray Epps still running around. The alleged bomber still running around. Antifa still running around. Black Lives Matter still running around. All of those protesters outside the houses of those Supreme Court justices still running around. Clinton still running around. Biden still running around. His crackhead son still running around. Big for nothing Comey still running around. All of those liars and leakers still running around. Even the ones they pretended to punish, eventually they brought them in, let them sell a book or two, gave them their pensions back, all of that stuff. And you trying to get us to believe that all of a sudden now Trump has this, and that, and we should get concerned and forsake our champion. No, we're not going to do that. So unless you come out with some bodies, and even then, like Michael said, it'd be hard for me. I'd be like, all right, now I know that's a skull and a torso. Whose is it? You wanted the cameras cut off when you went down for your search. Where did you plant down there? I'm wondering, did you put those skulls and that torso inside of that? I'm wondering. I don't trust you guys no more. And that's the problem. So thank you, Michael, for bringing that out. God bless y'all. God bless America. See y'all next time in Kevin's Corner. Take care. God bless you. God bless America. Don't forget to hit that like button, share my videos, find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all those good things. And please check out Extreme Teas, my sponsor. If you like their products, please click on the link below this video. Put Kevin in a promo code. You'll get a 20% discount. If you'd like to donate to Kevin's Corner, feel free. The links are below this video. If you want to be a part of my $2 a month club, also feel free to do that. All it entails is you simply dropping $2 a month into one of those links below the video. Or if you want, you can drop a nice big fat lump sum in there to offset the stuff that we know goes on with big tech. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Make sure that you are still subscribed. And finally, set your notification button to all, because YouTube is playing games, y'all. Now, God bless you. God bless America. See y'all next time in Kevin's Corner.